Hey guys, it's ViewMasters Reactions, and we're back with Vox O'Clock for episode 20 of Campaign 1 Critical Role, titled Trial of the Take Part 3. There's one part left after this. We just finished the Patreon hour, and I saved 10 minutes for this because without that, we would have no time left. There was pretty much exactly an hour left after the live stream. There is, counting the outro for them, there's about 10 minutes. So we're gonna watch the outro and then we'll talk. Obviously, we're gonna talk now and stuff. But the way the episode ended, there was an Indiana Jones boulder ball. A boulder was chasing us down a tunnel. We found a tunnel underneath the floorboards of this place where we went, where we had turned into Hosen because we found out that Hosen, the Rakshasa, Hosen was the Rakshasa, and went like whoof and disappeared. Marisha freaked out. I saw it coming too. I'm like, oh, it's going to be another one of those things. I was saying, I feel like the first time we ever saw that happen was back in Campaign 2, because we started with that in case you are unfamiliar with the channel. But we started with Campaign 2, and I feel like Trent Ickathon was possibly one of the first people I can remember where I was like, oh, we got him. And then he was just like, whoof. And then that's happened several times where, I mean, throughout the course of Campaign 2 specifically. I think it even happened earlier in Vox. But they just like, you know, do the wave of the hand and they're out. Rakshasa was found, but like, what good is it now? So now we're going deep into the tunnel. I said in this episode, Tiberius turned himself into Hosen, and the guards ran in, and he was like, at that point, Hosen had already left, and Tiberius did do a good thing by buying us more time, because the guards were like, oh, okay, and he's like, these are my friends, and everything's good, and it worked. Now, in this case, the boulder came down, fires up all these pillars, blocks the boulder. So, I mean, Tiberius is coming in handy, but then he always has to, like, you know, feed for compliments and then be overly boisterous and get involved and be all Mr. Attention-y. Will Wheaton has been rolling all of the horrible curseness that he does during the Patreon hour. Matt Mercer actually went over and was like, I'm going to take this die and I'm going to give you this die. And Will said what I was thinking, how I don't think that matters. It's the person. It's not the item. I know that could be the item too, and you have things like that in The Conjuring or whatever the heck that the Warrens franchise is, where they have that whole room with Annabelle and stuff. Items, I guess, could be cursed. More so, most of the time, it has to do with the person, I feel like. That being said, he has a new die, and he did roll slightly better with the new dice, so you can't say that there wasn't some sort of thing. Matt was like, if anything, it's just going to be an experiment for science for us to determine if this item is cursed. Clearly, we're joking around. But beside that, let's just jump in. We'll talk more at the end. You guys want to see more of what I do? In the description link for Patreon, where you'll see every episode of Campaign 1 and 2 in full unedited. You want your own requested short movie? Go to the link. Ask me to watch whatever you want. At a certain tier level, I will do so. That is how we have thousands of exclusives like Peaky Blinders, Doctor Who, Person of Interest, Cobra Kai, and Eureka are done in full. Severance, Yellow Jackets, The Last of Us, new seasons have just ended. Jumping into Stranger Things final season and House of the Dragon. Once Upon a Time, Leverage, Warehouse 13, Sherlock, thousands of other movies and shows full unedited. Check it out. If not, episode 20, Trial of the Take, Part 3.
The moisture in the air begins to grow more and more thick. There's almost a
moisture in the air
some
growing
source of
thick.
liquid.
Yeah, it's going to end like
down the future
pretty soon.
Kind of permeated what was originally dusty, dry air with liquid of some kind, and the air itself grows more and more rancid in scent. It smells like refuse or rot. It's hard to describe, and it's old, it's musky, it's terrible, and it grows stronger the further you go. As you continue pushing forward, you also
I just
feel
realized,
that the dusty
I did
ground
the
is
math
becoming more
wrong.
and
There
more
is 12
mud-like.
minutes. 10.
Is it making my
10.
hair poof out and look stupid?
Yeah, there's like 12 minutes. I don't know what I'm talking about. So we're going to get about
Everything you did.
whatever.
This is why I lived in the mountains.
Yes.
Is there any light? Any light source?
All poofy.
Just this. We're not. There's no.
Poofy
natural light. We're
dwarven
not
hair.
walking
That's what we
towards
got.
The tunnel into darkness right now.
Appear to be any type of plant
Eagle
life.
Fang karate shirt from Cobra Kai.
No, there is no plant life.
Will is dying, everybody.
There
Will's
is
dying.
just, the moisture gathered on the walls, you can now see, are dripping. There is the condensation has given this tunnel more of a mineral pocketed look.
Look at
and
Will
the
was
ground
holding
itself
his
is
chest
getting more
like,
slimy with each step.
And
I want to make a... I'm sorry, you're not
no,
done.
go. Oh,
Go ahead, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask: are the walls like stone or just like chiseled out rock?
It feels like it's chiseled out hard earth that has been packed and supported with either small wooden things like that have been set to make sure that it doesn't
Matt
collapse
said,
and
I'm pretty
and
sure
a
in the
lot of that has
Patreon
either
already
fallen
said.
through, or has been.
It was clearly.
It could collapse at any time.
Well, if you do any severe damage to its structure, it'd probably be a bad idea.
Right, like drop a boulder.
It's
down
not a
it.
mine shaft.
I drop a boulder down.
Oh, yeah.
What were you gonna say?
I would like to make a.
You mean like drop a boulder down?
You tell me what check it is, but I want
Crash
to
and
look to
everything.
see. I want to look down into this thick mud kind of stuff. What I'm looking for are tracks, and if I do well enough, I want to see if I can get a sense of.
Let's see what Will
like, how
Whedon
fast the thing
rolls.
was going. Like has
He's
it
got
slowed
the
down
new
'cause it's
die.
comfortable, or is it still running because it wants to get
Okay,
to it?
make another survival check.
3.
So I'm underground.
Actually,
and-
as a dwarf, I'll give you advantage on that, so roll again.
Oh, okay.
He has dark vision.
So this is your place.
2.
It's a. Well, the higher one was a 4.
Okay.
The higher one was a
The
4.
higher one was a 4?
Remember what I told you about the Wheaton dice curse? I'm sorry. Because no one will believe me. No one ever believes me.
Yeah,
This
you've been
is
taking pictures of all his fails.
genuinely.
Matt has made a deal of it. Matt has been
And
like,
at
this
point,
is
I'm
unprecedented.
amazed that he hasn't helped us in
The
any way.
statistical odds of you rolling this
Can I ask a
badly.
perception check of my own?
Sure.
Okay.
Based on that.
There we go. So let's see, we are at 21.
21. Okay.
And I said this during the Patreon hour. Every time he rolled bad, the next person would get 20 or
Just a
better.
member of the Slayer's taken the man who is currently set to be the
correcting
leader of your
the
group.
balance.
You're really beginning to wonder if this guild is kind of thing you really want to be joining at this point.
I haven't been in a fight yet.
True.
God forbid.
That's what Torabir is good
But
for.
looking down, you can see
not
there
good
are
at
no
rolling.
tracks, actually, the
But
slime
he's
has
good
not
at
been
fighting.
traversed in quite some time, and the smoothness of it says that whatever came through here didn't leave any footprints.
At all.
No. Also,
I
as
was
you
like,
guys
what was that
continue,
noise? It was
you reach a
Will.
point where, especially with your heavy armor, go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
You got this.
10. So wait, 13.
13.
Yeah.
Okay.
13 is always that
Okay.
that
You
cusp of,
you're
I
stepping
don't
forward,
know
keeping an eye out,
if
and you kind
you'll
of look
get
back
what
at the
you
group and
need.
take a step, and your foot slips out from under you. Smack! You hit the slime and beginning to slide down the tunnel as part of the decline. You guys watch as your cleric just
Goonies style
Goonies
slide.
style
We were
slide
literally,
vanishes
me and
into the
Lauren were just talking about Goonies
It's our
yesterday.
time. It's our time down here.
It's our time. It's our time. It's our time down
has vanished
here.
into the
With me
darkness,
and
and
Lauren
you're-
quote it all the time. Me and Lauren are big Goonies.
I run over and I'm like, this looks like.
I was talking to her about it last night because I was saying how it was just confirmed. Or not just, but I had never known it to be confirmed. That Goonies and Back to the Future 1 happened on the same
So you just
day
slide
in
after?
that
I go,
world.
this looks a lot of
And it's
fun.
confirmed that it is the same day based on the
And
newspaper.
then I see Tiberius go and I go, and I go too.
all right.
All right, we are all just
3 of your party has just
Diving
vanished into the
down.
darkness, hoping that fate will take them to some place of pillows and feathers.
As I can.
some place of pillows and feathers. I love it.
right.
I'm thinking
guys both make
it ain't the
dexterity
greatest
saving
place.
throws.
Maybe we'll end up somewhere like One Eye Willie's rich stuff. But the octopus was very scary.
16.
16.
Oh.
Wow. You both managed to
digits.
slowly make your way down this tunnel.
My
Almost
dex was
using-
18, by the way.
What's up?
My dex was 18, by the way. I don't know if that makes
It doesn't matter. You jumped into it.
Just sliding.
Oh, cool.
Perfect.
You
Can't
intentionally
even hear
failed it.
you anymore.
Yeah.
You're miles away.
You guys slowly begin to make your way down the tunnel as you can't even hear them anymore. You guys, one after another, sliding down the slime and grime going past you. You smell in the air what sounds like vegetable matter that's been long falling in compost, along with what smells like rancid
knocked
feces
something over.
mixed with mold.
Rancid
It's just this
feces.
terrible,
My God.
continuously
Can we get
growing
any
slime.
more? Rancid feces mixed with mold.
Until
I was gonna say,
eventually-
can we get more
out of the darkness,
like descriptive?
because you're ahead of
Yes.
everyone. You're outside of the range of his light spell. The slime stops, and there's just air.
Like, how much worse can feces get than rancid feces? Slough is down. I'm loving it. I'm loving. We had Indiana Jones go right into
Is immediately stopped
multiple
with a
Goonies references.
sound as
What
you
a glorious,
impact
glorious
hard
episode.
into some sort of heavy, spongy matter. thankfully, because it's spongy, you only suffer 4 points of damage. So you mark that somewhere on a sheet. Mainly just from the way you land in your armor, like it kind of just sticks into your, where the plates
As
are.
nobody
The impact
does.
was bad for your body.
That's like
But
4
you're now
damage
in darkness.
as you write that down,
Looking
and
up,
Liam is just
sitting on
like,
what feels
yeah.
like you're on some sort of strange compost heap. Looking up, you see in the darkness this small light begin to appear.
Oh no.
And you see
Oh,
this dragonborn.
I'm laughing, by the way.
Can I try to move since I hear him laughing? Can I try to move out of the way? Okay.
Roll out of the way as the two of you scream down, and with the light that now shines, you can see this is a cylindrical cistern of some kind, like it is a tunnel that is very tall, and you both impact into the same heap.
Shitter's full.
shitter's full.
Nice.
As we land, I look around. I'm like, oh, that was a lot of fun.
was awesome.
I cast prestidigitation 3 times in a row and clean us all up.
You try and clean what you can, but you guys are like knee to nearly waist deep as you get up and move
Or
around.
at least our faces.
Your faces are clean.
A wonderful smell you've discovered.
And this is it's a terrible smell. This room is quite honestly a mixture of long rotting food, of dry vegetation that has been discarded here for whatever reason. A lot of it's like hay and thatch that has been just rotting and molding for God knows how many years, and quite honestly, in feces
Disgusting.
from some indeterminate entity.
I go ahead and I
general-
Feces
I
from
use
an
my druid
indeterminate
craft
entity.
To take out some of my
Like,
sage
we're just getting
and
all
light
about that
That
doo-doo.
It's
Spread
all about
some,
the
like,
doo-doo.
sage
Nothing.
around.
Thank you.
It's me. You're making it worse. You're making it worse. Now it's smoky.
Now it
and
smells,
poopy.
and it's smoke in my eyes, and I just cut it out.
Prestidigitation out of my face.
Yeah, now you're rubbing your
As you
eyes
do
with
this, you guys are
shit
making your way down
on
the
your
tunnel,
hands and
and
stuff.
you have a ways to catch up to them.
Now we're
You do
blindly,
hear-
like, imagine getting, like,
We do.
You hear this, and as you look around the light, you can
tear
see
gas
little bits of movement
with shit
kind of
all over your
creeping
hands.
Through this.
You're gonna want to rub your eyes. Oh my god, horrible, horrible. Everybody think about it, horrible.
This is gonna be wonderful.
Then suddenly, thrusting out of the center of this heap, you see what looks like a large.
Oh my
arm
god,
or
from
tendril,
Star Wars.
Kind of brownish tan in colors, slams onto the side of it. A second one.
Oh shit.
Is it the Algonquin shit
right.
monster?
You gotta help. Where the hell?
At which point you now see emerging from it the two of these giant tendrils, which at the end are covered in these long teeth-like spines, kind of grasping the sides
What the-
of
look
the
at Leo's
stone
face.
cylinder,
I'm
pulling
thinking the
itself out
same
of the
thing.
refuse, shaking as it pulls itself forward. You now see the body that contains it with 1/3 central tendril that rises up with what looks like creepy eyes or nose holes.
This thing is
that are
living
kind of
in the
looking
shit?
around and glancing at both of you. And you see merging beneath that the body, this large 8 to 10 foot thick, wide, covered in just slime body that is this
Delicious.
gargantuan toothy maw that opens up with a tongue that lolls out. And that's where we're gonna go ahead and end today's session.
Damn it!
I knew it was gonna end there, but I was hoping we'd get to
right where
see
we left
something, or I don't know.
you guys
I was
slowly
hoping one of
making
them
your way
would
down the
say
tunnel.
like
We'll
what
pick
it
up on that
was or
next
why
time.
it was.
So
Toothy Maw is where we end it. Toothy Maw.
Toothy Maw is where we end.
Twitchy eyeball, toothy
Yep.
maw.
Yep.
That's all we know.
That's all you know. And some sort of strange sound and other small things.
Do you give out prizes for the most ones rolled in a night? Because I'm pretty sure I won that.
I do. And for that prize, I give you a fancy yellow D20.
Thank you. That's great.
Fancy yellow die you got.
Does it have all ones on it?
Shit. Yeah. How'd that happen?
Oh, that's been your problem the whole time.
Congratulations.
That would
you
be
won imploding
So much more funny than just having horrible luck.
That's stacks, right? Because I already have. I mean, it would be silly if I couldn't I can. Is that an ongoing or? I think that because that's a feat I took when I started.
Yeah. I tried to tell you not to take that, but character flavor is important.
Listen, it's a class feature. It's an actor's class feature.
After enough time, you can suck people into it.
Well, we're gonna have one more episode. Liam just cracked his head into the
Thank you
counter.
so much. I think that was
Thanks, Matt. That was amazing.
a fun
great.
first round.
This is awesome.
Got one more session with you guys.
Yes. What did you think
Oh,
of
so
your
it is
first
one more
game?
session.
It was-
I was saying, I don't know if I said it at the beginning,
So much
but
fun.
during Patreon, I was saying, I wonder if there's a
Thank you.
fifth
I'm so glad you
episode
can join us. I'm
where
excited for
everyone
next
comes
week.
together, like both guests.
And thank you guys for tuning
Together,
in.
like
I
sets.
hope you're enjoying it as much as we are. We can't stay too long, unfortunately. I have a flight to catch very soon to fly out to that convention in Columbus, Ohio.
All right, everybody, that is it for episode 20 of the Vox O'Clock portion of Campaign 1. You can see at the end there, I said this was the shortest outro I've ever seen. It is 6 minutes on the outro. Now, that is normal for, actually, well, it isn't normal for back in the day, because Campaign 2 would always end on Matt Mercer being like, all right, see you later. We always have Zach run in now, but that's the least amount of time I've ever seen Zach have, 6 minutes. But Matt just said it's because he or they have to take a flight out to some convention or something, and they're in a rush. So, we got part 3, aka part 1 of Will and Will. We got the double Wills. And I said at the end there, and I also said during the Patreon hour, I wasn't sure, because I feel like it'd be cool at the end to have a 5th episode. Maybe they still do. Maybe he's just like keeping it a secret, but I'm willing to bet that it probably wasn't or isn't the case. We'll find out. But I would have liked to see Will and Felicia Day together, and obviously Will Friedle and Mary Elizabeth McGlynn was great as well. But I think it would just be fun, being as this happened around the time of Eureka, and I just finished watching Eureka, so it would be fun to see Felicia and Will together. But I don't think I'm going to get my wish. Either way, we got so many cool 80s references at the end there. We had references to Indiana Jones before this episode started, like immediately before this started because of the boulder. Now we have the Goonies slide. We had the boulder roll into the Goonies slide. How amazing is that? And it didn't really amount, well, I was going to say it didn't really amount to anything too bad because we all did land there. But now, weren't you guys thinking the same thing? Because now we go from Indiana Jones to Goonies to not almost, I straight up was thinking the garbage compactor in Star Wars. That, to me, was just what happened at the end there. Like, I mean, now we're dealing with something way different because he said there's this 8 to 10 foot thick gargantuan thing with tendril-like hands and toothy maws on it, whatever. Like, it's not quite the same. But when it initially came out of the shit water or the crap water, it was making me think it was going to be very similar to Star Wars. So we was just going all over the place with 70s and 80s references, but I'm loving it. You guys let me know what you think. We will be doing the live stream on Friday where we will jump into part 4, which is episode 21, and then either be done with this whole little guest appearance arc or there is more, and I'm being surprised by Matt Mercer. That being said, I am enjoying it, and I did enjoy them a lot too. I'm trying to think. They both groups are good in their own ways. I didn't like one group more so over the other yet, but they still got another ways to go. And the Will Wheaton curse with the die is silly and entertaining, especially when we have everybody else immediately rolling after and kind of making up the balance of the good versus the bad luck. So you want to see more of what I do, in the description is the link for Patreon, where you'll see every episode of Campaign 1 and 2 in full unedited. You want your own requested short movie, go to the link, ask me to watch whatever you want at a certain tier level, I will do so. That is how we have thousands of exclusives like Peaky Blinders, Doctor Who, Person of Interest, Eureka, and Cobra Kai's final seasons just ended, Severance, Yellow Jackets, and The Last of Us new seasons are all done, doing House of the Dragon and Stranger Things when it drops soon. Also pushing Daisy's Good Omens, Sherlock, Warehouse 13, Leverage, and Once Upon a Time. Thousands of other movies and shows full unedited. Check it out. If not, comments down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.